Okay, so the program crashed, and of course, once again, the event dispatch thread behavior is such that it's not going to shut down your application, but it's by default, it prints to the error device displaying the stack trace. So the stack trace is very valuable to me, right? But there was a question about which class? View? The controller class? Okay, so let me just resize this. And the question was, what did I do?
So you have view main update. Did you add anything into view main update?
View main update. No, I think it's empty, right? And I can verify it for you, right? So right now, view main update is here. Update. It's an empty method. Really doesn't do anything at this point. I just kept it there so that I can call a method, but it doesn't really do anything because we only have the buttons. All right, so let's find out what was wrong with what I did. And it tells me inside Nullify of the NYR data, I have a problem right there, and the problem is array index out of bounds exception. Very typical, right, mistake to make with the bad index and so forth. So let me see, and now I can close this, and it's this line, the line number 39 that crashed, and now I can basically exit out. So it says get unconfirmed. Oh, of course, right? Because I'm trying to work with the confirm resolutions and get its last element, but I'm mixing it with unconfirmed. So this should be saying confirmed resolution size -1, so that I work with the confirmed resolutions, right? So I just didn't make this change. A typical outcome of copy and paste when you right, like, you copy and paste, and there's always a danger of leaving something out that should be taken care of. But this is the. So let's run this again and just see what's going on. So just say confirm, right, and it just opens this confirmation string. So confirm, and it does these things, right, and then say oops, and it undoes in a reverse order, right? So first it went on and nullified the MS-DOS thing, then another oops updates the exercise which was prior to last one, right? And then another oops, and then another, and then another, and finally no confirmed resolutions to nullify remain, which is not bad, right? So this is not bad. So this is the demo for our homework, and your job is going to be take care of the rest of the New Year resolutions, right? So you need to choose what gadgets would you like to use to display these resolutions unconfirmed initially, and what kind of code would you like to have to solve this problem. Like, how do you display these labels? Just basically, how do you add these labels, and how do you update them? And I'd like to give you some tips next week in terms of what you can do in this area, but I'd like you to try, okay? So so this is your chance right now. I'm just going to say close right there, and this is your chance now to ask more questions and see if you can get any of this code, or whichever part of this code you want me to show you, because this could well be your starting point, right? So questions? Yes?
For some reason, my oops button doesn't work. It says nullify, but it doesn't.
Oh, I understand. So let me see. Let me trace through this oops situation, right? So when it happens, obviously this is inside view main. And of course, I need to scroll down and say, all right, button nullify, action confirmed. So you have this in your code, right? So if you switch to view main, I typically keep everything in the source view, not design view, because I only switch to the design view only at times when I make changes. For the rest of the time, I just keep the normal source view of everything, right? So you have this, and you say controller nullify. Okay, so the next thing that we should have is controller nullify check and let's see what we did. So we say the data object, go ahead and nullify a resolution, right? And what it returns back is a resolution that was currently nullified. Does that, is that in place? Okay. Then, of course, we make update on both forms, and those updates are very standard. We just say get unconfirmed and get that nullified, right? And then make sure that the history form is visible, so it just basically shows up anytime a change in those lists takes place. And so it sounds like you have that, Beverly? Okay. The next thing is to check the nullify itself. So let's go to the data object, locate the nullify, and see what it does. So mine does the following, right? So remember that this class has two array lists, a list of confirmed resolutions and a list of unconfirmed. And these are the two mutually exclusive ones, right? So I don't want my items to be on both lists. Keep adding to one list while removing from the other, and vice versa. So there's confirmed and unconfirmed. So in the nullify area, I say, all right, if I need to nullify, I need to look at the confirmed resolutions and check the size, right? And if the size is greater than 0, then there is something to nullify. And I say confirm resolutions, get the last string on the list. And I'm trying to do the mirror image of what confirm does. So nullify basically picks up the last item which was handled by the user. So do you have that?
I have it reversed.
Okay, perfect. So we found the solution or problem. So basically we need to work with the confirmed here, get confirmed piece, then make it unconfirmed by adding it to the unconfirmed list, and then of course remove it from the confirmed list. So I think that you should sense that array list in all of this. The bottom line is that the array list is your huge friend, right? It took only few lines of code to do exactly what we wanted to do, to populate it, to implement the nullify and confirm. So once again, I'm just saying that array list is something that you definitely have to keep in view. I don't think it's realistic. I don't think it's realistic at all to write the contemporary code in Java and not give array list first chance to be used in many of these applications, right? So here I think that we just did exactly what we needed to do with exactly what we had. Yes?
So when we run it, if we do confirm, it adds them all in. If you do oops, it removes them all, if you do all of them. But then when you do confirm, it puts them back by the last one first.
So let's check that. So confirm. These are all 4. Okay, let me do one more. So it says, okay, this is it. Then revert back, right? So there's nothing else. But then if we say confirm, what happens is that this time it happened to be the first one on the list. Yes. So it's like
It's the last one.
When I confirm, I actually confirm the first one.
So it's going first?
Yeah, it's every time you do this, it's going to reverse things. It's like this, right? It's like basically we have 2 buckets, right? So let me just do a demonstration, right? So we have those 2 buckets that the first what happens is that we have a button of unconfirmed, right? And the items are, say, numbered 1, 2, and 3, okay? Then we have the confirmed ones, right? So we take the first one and we store, so we say confirm this one, so it gets moved over here, right? So it gets saved here as the first item, right? Then we say let's confirm another one. So this one is now gone, right? So this one now is gone completely, like that, right? So it got moved. So then confirm. So we get then 1 and 2 and 3, right? So we so when we confirm all of them, right? So they're all gone, but they're added to the list. So let's make sure that we check that, right? So we actually don't show the confirm. This is just a history, right? So the history simply records a history of confirm 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Then what happens is that we then say, oops, oops, oops. So what happens now is that we pick the last one and we insert it here, right? So we get 3 back and this one gets removed, right? Like that. Then we take the second one and it gets appended here, and we get the first one, because this is we move in the opposite direction when we say oops and nullify, right? So we move from bottom to the top, and so that's why we got 3, 2, and 1. But the next time we say confirm, of course it picks the first one, which is now 3, right? And then there will be 2 and there will be 1. So this time, the first time we did confirm, 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 they would appear in the order 1 to 3. The second time you do this, they will appear in the order 3 to 1. Yeah, which is, by the way, very good observation, because this is something else that we need to be concerned about. Like, what about the order? Is this exactly what the user wants? Is this behavior proper, or should we be concerned and make some changes? And this is a great project to even exercise this last versus first and see the implication of the order as they appear in the history window. So it's all good. It's all good, right? So this pretty much concludes the demonstration for this project for now. All right, so one more test before we wrap up. So once again, if I press any of these buttons, the window just shows up, right? So I just close it and then confirm, right? Or say, click another button. So it just keeps showing up, okay? So you can see the flexibility in all of this, and you can see that I think what I value most in these types of in this type of plumbing that we use overall in this project is the simplicity, right? So the methods inside the controller class should be very straightforward, right? Constructor has a set of responsibilities. Confirm and nullify don't do anything lower than, at the high level only. It basically, what it does, it talks to the data objects that it needs to talk to, and then it talks to the view objects that it needs to talk to, and occasionally even makes some things visible. And so, and of course, we have confirm and nullify, and these are the only 2 actions which do make changes in the data, in the set of data that we have to maintain. And so these are basically definitely the 2 methods that must be present. Must be present in the controller to service these actions by the user, which cause changes and updates in the data object. So that should conclude everything that we did today. On Thursday, we're going to go back and talk about some of other homework related stuff, but also I think next week we will continue to making progress through presentations related to our graphical user interface, Swing, library, and many other things that we need to cover. So thank you very much. I'll see you on Thursday.